What's up, guys? Welcome to Nutarot. I'm an energy and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do the general reading for somebody. So let's see who's gonna get it. Tartar. What's up, Taurus? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing well today. So we are doing your general. I am live, so give me a second to change the title. All right, Taurus, I hope you guys are doing well today. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to do your general reading. I'm going to pull 2 oracles, clarify, and give you some advice. I do offer personal readings. That information is in the description box below. Let's begin, Taurus. Hole in one, I'm hearing. Hole in one. I feel like it's safe for you to put all your eggs in one basket, all right? I feel like some of you guys could have several eggs in several baskets, but I feel like the universe wants you to put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, now Taurus is in Uranus, so you don't like it there. Uranus don't like you. Okay, Uranus is a planet of unexpected shifts, change, which you're not so fancy of. All right. So I've been giving you guys this heads up. All right, it is here. The time has come. All right. So I feel like it's important for you guys to be very disciplined right now. Let me see how long it's in there. Till next year, guys. You're not gonna be happy, okay? But you have no choice, okay? You're gonna have to see this through, okay? And the way to get through this energy, Taurus, is whatever comes up, just allow it. There's going to be a lot of unpredictable shifts, a lot of unexpected changes. You don't like that shit. You like to be told when and how, and give me the freaking memo and give me the options. I just don't want one. Give me plenty so I can choose, right? Uranus is in there to show you sometimes you don't have a choice, right? Sometimes you have to do things the way that is being presented. So there's going to be like blockers, I feel, as well. Only one direction can be made, only one direction you can go in. So make sure that if the universe is showing you, hey, you're going to have to change this, that you change it. If you go against the grain, it's going to be worse for you. Okay. So just a side note, okay, it's going to happen till next year. So Uranus is really going to push you to change the things that you don't want to change, that you haven't been changing, okay? um so just go with the flow. All right, if you resist, it will be harder. You will lose out on more if you resist. I know you don't like it, but guess what? I did not like waking up early as well to go certain places when I was a kid, and I had to do it, right? So there's certain things that we have to do in life that we don't want to, but it's only temporary. Like Uranus is not going to be in there forever, only going to be there till next year. So you have a couple months. Just get on the ball, work hard, maybe some of you guys have been getting a little too lazy, a little too comfortable, and Uranus is coming in there to be like, what have you been doing? What have you been doing? You haven't really been doing nothing. And Uranus is coming in there to get your ass up, because we should always supposed to be whatever, and it's all about your perception. If you take this as a way of, you know what, I'm ready for some change. I'm ready. I've been really stagnant. I've been really just, not dealing with a lot of stuff. I've been doing the same thing every day. I could use some change. Look at this in a positive way, right? Change is the only constant, and change brings good things. It always does if we allow it. If you resist, it's going to feel like the worst thing ever, okay? Side note, first card you have is, what do you need to release? Poverty, number 37. Okay, so I feel like you need to release a poverty mindset, okay? A lack mindset. If it's not poverty, it could be a lack mindset. I feel like you need to start, first of all, you need to be grateful for everything that you have. Okay, that is how you start with that. You have to be happy and grateful for everything that you have. Even if it's not a lot, you have to be grateful for what you have so that you can receive more. Or money is not doing so well because you have this mindset within yourself that you always need more. You have this mindset in yourself that you don't have enough, okay? But the only way that we can get more is by being okay with what we have, okay? Some of you guys could be coming off a little greedy. All right. What do you need to release? And poverty. But with what do you need to release upright, you know that this is a problem. You are going, if not now, you are going to find out that that is why there's a lack in your life, or there's some type of poverty energy. You have the Hangman, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Justice card in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, you did something to yourself. You did this to yourself, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys were very dishonest with yourself. I don't feel like you were done wrong. I feel like you did this to yourself. With this King of Cups in reverse, I feel like um, you were really moody. Something happened here where you decided to become a butthole. You decided to become an emotional, manipulative butthole. And you decided to not hold yourself accountable for something, and you decide to be dishonest with yourself, okay? And I feel like you're releasing that. You are releasing the need to be in that space, okay? I feel like once you release that need to be in that space, your mind gets better. You change your perspective. You're like, you know what? I'm doing this to myself. Why don't I just become single and independent from this? Why don't I just remove myself from the situation that I am, it's like you were holding on to something, maybe because you wanted to be right. You were holding on to something, but it's like fuck being right. Like if it's messing with your money and your stability, who cares about being right at this point? It's not about that. Something was just not working. Like let me tell you what the Three of Pentacles in reverse says. It says disharmony, misalignment, working alone, poor work quality, office politics, ego, competition, lack of teamwork, and conflict. This could be about work. Doesn't have to be though, but you and this person, you in a situation just didn't get along. There was so many problems. There was so many conflict. There was ego clashing back and forth. Your egos did not get along. A lot of disharmony, a lot of misalignment. And it's like instead of you looking at the problem, you were just like, oh, I lost. Oh, this is leaving me. That means I lost. I was literally telling Aquarius this. I don't know why this week it's about winner and lose energy. You choose to be a loser. That is a title that you choose, because you could easily say, you know what? I'm going to let this go and I'm going to go find something better. That's not for me. You know why it's not for me? Because it's disharmony, because it doesn't work. We don't work well together. There's too much too much conflict. This could be about work. Okay. Too much conflict. There's too much competition. There's a lack of teamwork. We both don't get, instead of you seeing it like that, you said, oh, I have to release this. That means I lost. Oh, no, 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 no. And then you went into a spiral of whatever you went into the spiral of. Okay, so just in the future, so you prevent this from happening again, Tar, look at the problem. Instead of looking at the fact that you lost, look at what are you losing? Something that's not even working. It wasn't working in the beginning. So did you really lose? No. You just let go of something that wasn't working. What do you do when your TV stops working? You throw it out. You let it go. What do you do when something is not working in your house? You just let it go. Does that mean that, oh my God, I'm so horrible, I lost? Does that mean that you're a loser? No. Okay? Some of y'all, it's not that serious. And I feel like a lot of you guys needed to learn that. Just because you have to release something does not mean it's the end of the world. There's something that's going to come to replace it. You know that, right? What's the Hangman? But if you are so stuck on this, you're going to become a butthole. You're going to become an emotional, manipulative, and abusive person. You're going to become cold. You're going to become moody. You're going to become withdrawn. You're going to become selfish and anxious. That's just what's going to happen. Okay, so it's very important that you be okay with things leaving your life and not think like, oh, if you're leaving, then that means that I'm less than. No, you're leaving. That means I deserve better. That means more is coming. Change your perspective, Tar. What is a Hangman? And that's what Uranus is also going to come in there. Pressure makes diamonds. You have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And you weren't even having fun, Tar, on top of that. What? You weren't having fun. The King of Coins in reverse. This turned you into a fake, a fraud, and a phony. You know that, right? Because you stayed here when you shouldn't have. What's the Four of Swords? or because you allowed a situation to get you this riled up. What is the Four of Swords? You have the Five of Cups. Yeah, there's a loss here, okay? But I feel like with the Four of Swords, it's a loss that you need. Let me tell you what the Four of Swords says: rest, relaxation, meditation, renewal, solitude to gather your thoughts. Some of you guys don't want to be alone and you need to be alone for a while, okay? Recuperation, retreat, sanctuary, self-protection, peace. This was a loss for your protection. You had to lose this for your peace. You had to lose this for your sanity. Even if you don't want to see that right now. What's the Justice card in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse? You have the Six of Wands in reverse. And that's why things weren't working out for you. Not only was this situation not working out for you, other things weren't working out for you either, because there was a lack of accountability on your part. It's like you could have created a ripple effect of other things also going bad. Okay? Because one thing always bleeds into another, and it's very important. Some of you guys could even gotten embarrassed or something. It's very important that you stay honest with yourself in all areas of your life. It's very important that you hold yourself accountable. And like I said, it's all about your perception. That's it. If you're a winner if you say that you're a winner, even if there's a loss. Like I said, this loss was beneficial for you. So you are a winner. And just because you're alone or without does not mean that you lost. You didn't need that. You have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Starting over is your best bet. Okay. I feel like maybe you don't want to, right? But you need to. You have the Page of Cups. Your intuition is telling you this, that you're going to have to start from scratch. Okay. You're going to have to start over. A fresh, clean slate. And with this fresh, clean slate, with this fresh new page, make sure that you're holding yourself accountable for the things that happen in your life, and know that we're supposed to end things, and make sure that you're holding yourself accountable. Like I said, you wasn't having fun, and whatever you decided to tell yourself, whatever you decided to believe, so that you can keep pushing, you have to hold yourself accountable for the fact that you did that. Oh, I was telling myself all these things. I was. Let's see what you were saying. The Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Death card, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups in reverse. Could be somebody in your family. I feel like you were just like, well, there's a lot of love here. This can change. There's a lot. We have a lot in common. We're really close. We both mutually respect each other. But there is one thing that was good about this. One thing. Then you have the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Death card. There was more no's than yeses here. You saw that yes. You saw that one glittering hope. You knew this was, you knew. And I want you to know this. That's why we're talking about this, so that you guys don't repeat the same shit. And Uranus is in your sign. There was way too many no's. Let me read you what all of these say. Page of Cups is in reverse. Doubting intuition, creating blocks, emotional immaturity, escapism. Where were you trying to escape with this person? You were trying to escape your life? Is that what it was? Insecurity. Love yourself. Neglecting your inner child. You're not loving yourself. Family trouble. Disconnection. Misaligned values. You guys didn't even have the same values. Broken or struggling relationship. It was not good. Unhappy home, separation, disharmony. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Disharmony, misalignment, working alone, poor work quality, office politics, ego, competition, lack of teamwork, conflict. This was the only thing that was good about it. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, romantic love, connection, close bond. What is all of that when the foundation sucks ass. Just because you and this person have something alike, just because you know there's a mutual attraction, you both like each other, you guys have a lot in common, does not mean that you should just say fuck all the other stuff that really matters. Let's just go be together, because who cares about all that stuff? At least there's a mutual attraction. At least you like me. And this was them. Reverse it. But we're talking about this we're having this crazy conversation because I need y'all to understand, so you don't do this to yourself again. I'm all about awareness and speaking the truth. I'm going to bring this to your awareness so you can, no one's going to tell you like the way I'm telling you. Over here, you have work through your fears in reverse, Scorpio energy. Lovers, number 15. Okay. Scorpio is Pluto, which is Scorpio's ruling planet, is in Aquarius right now. And Aquarius could be significant. A Gemini. So, I mean, I'm getting good energy off of that. I just don't know what you mean. I feel like you're not scared to love. You're not Let me pull some cards. Some of you could be pregnant. Or you could get somebody pregnant, so be careful. That's not what you want. What is work through your fears in reverse and lovers? You have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. Are you serious, Tar? No, are you serious? Are you serious? Let me make sure you're serious, because Capricorn got me this week too. I thought they were serious and they wasn't. Okay, so the Magician in reverse, the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. I don't know. We're gonna see. But over here, I feel like you're no longer fighting for someone, is what I feel. I feel like there's a love connection here with someone, and I feel like you're releasing the fear of probably losing it. Is it over? I'm assuming it's over. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I feel like you're dropping a love connection here. I feel like you still care about this person, or you still love this person, but with the Emperor here, I feel like you need to, it's like you're just like, I have to have some respect for myself. Like, I cannot, just because I still love you does not mean I should still be here. Something here is not okay. Like, you're struggling to juggle. You're struggling to deal with this relationship, and it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there's a lack of progress here. Something is just not happening, so you're just dropping it. I hope you're serious about that. Six of Wands in reverse. Is there something is not working out? Let's clarify. Because over here, it looks like you might go back to it for a quick second or whatever. So, let me see. What is the Two of Pentacles in reverse? You have the King of Cups in reverse. No, like, I feel like if this person talks to you, they're going to get like the really bad side of you. Like, your emotions are closed off. You don't give up. But like, I feel like, you know, I kind of like this for you, Tar. Okay. This is like a very sensitive, touchy reading, but it's an essential, and I'm happy for you, you know? Growth and awareness is the only way that we move on and we heal and we, you know? I feel like it's like I said, you're doing this for yourself. You know, it's like I don't want to say disgusted, but you're just so, you're like shaking your head at your own self, right? You're just like shaking my head. Like, I literally did this. Like, I overcommitted to this person. I did all of this. I did all of that. And for what? Like, and for what? Maybe you needed to do this. Maybe you needed to overcommit. Maybe you needed to do the most. So for you to realize, maybe I should just drop this. Sometimes that's what we need to do, Tar. That's just what it is. What's the Ten of Wands in reverse? You have the Six of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be a lot more successful when you drop something. You're going to get a lot of attention, a lot of success. You have victory coming once you drop something. I'm hearing Pisces. We got Pisces in here. Pisces, you're next. What's the Page of Pentacles in reverse? The Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy here. Yeah, I also feel like this situation, this person was not part of your path, Tar. The Lovers is in reverse. I feel like this was something that you were supposed to allow to be a missed opportunity, because this was not something that was, it just didn't match your flow. Like I feel like you had to water yourself down, or you had to like take off a couple notches from who you are in order to fit with this person. We should never ever 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 do that. If somebody is not okay with who we are, then they don't deserve us. Or if you feel like you have to shrink yourself to be with this person, you should not be with this person. You are too much for them. Whatever you did, whatever it is, you're realizing I did this to myself, right? And it's like, I also feel like you had to go through this, because if you did not do this, if you did not overcommit, if you did not overdo it, overwork it, you would have never known. I shouldn't have even done it, right? How do we know that we can't freaking put a pincho, which is a bobby pin, in an outlet when we were kids? Unless you do it and get shot, that's how you know, damn, we can't touch that. You can't stick nothing in that hole, you know? And that's what it is here. But it obviously, right, if you take your time, you would know, hey, bobby pins don't go in that socket. The only things that go in that socket are plugs. Same thing with life. If we just take a second before we do anything, and we're like, if you would have taken a second and been like, yeah, the connection is great, the sex is great, but I have to lower myself to be with you, or I have to not do this when I want to, or I have to change myself, or I have to overcommit, or I have to go around the circle just to be with you. That's when you have to say no. Okay. What's the Emperor? You have the Five of Cups in reverse. You're not going to regret it. Okay, you're not going to regret it. And I also feel like this is kind of teaching you. Let me show you what the Emperor says. It says respect, leadership, father figure, divine masculine energy, structure, authority, stability, control, discipline, focus. You have to learn discipline. And you know how you learn discipline is by doing too much. Doing too much, not being able to handle all of it shows you I don't ever want to do this again. I put way too much on my plate. I lost all of this shit for what? For not what did I say in the beginning, guys? Put your eggs in one basket, right? I said that. The universe was trying to show you control. They were trying to show you discipline. They were trying to show you focus. Some of you guys could be fathers or mothers. They're trying to show you how to be a good leader. A good leader says no to things. It's not just you saying yes to everything that shows up to your door just because it feels good or it smells good. A good leader takes their time. Okay, is this going to be beneficial for everybody involved? Is this going to be beneficial in the future? Right. And then on top of that, you might have gone with this person out of fear, thinking that there wasn't going to be anybody else that wasn't going to love you or whatever. Right. Stop doing that too. Release the fear. You have the Four of Wands. You are going to be with somebody. Even if this is somebody who you was with and you guys are no longer with, you're meant to be with somebody in this lifetime. It's not them. You took a whole ass detour to be with them. Whatever. You're still meant to be married or committed to someone in this lifetime. It is not them. So stop settling. Okay? What is this over here? What is the Magician in reverse? The Page of Swords, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Wands here. The Moon in reverse, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Swords. I love this for you. I know a lot of you guys are not going to like this reading, but I love this for you. Okay? I feel like you're realizing that you allow this person to emotionally manipulate you. This could be your mother. You're realizing that you allow this person to emotionally manipulate you. You're realizing that you allow this, that you, because you decided to attach yourself to this person, you hurt yourself, right? You cause your own pain. You are realizing that now. But awareness is the best thing. Clarity is the best thing. Knowing is the best thing. But I feel like you're realizing like that this person literally, it's like you allowed them to do it because you attached yourself to them in some way. And it's kind of like you're looking at it like, well, if I'd never attached to you in that way, this would have never happened. Right. Okay. But with that Emperor card there, you are back in control. You're back in whatever. And it's beautiful energy. Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. The Ten of Swords in reverse. This is a side note. This is about work. Okay. This is a side note. I'm getting two different things. One, those of you guys that stuff is not working out at work, they're not gonna fire you. They're not gonna fire you or whatever, but they are going to make it an unhappy work environment for you. They're not gonna fire you, but they want you to leave. They want you to quit, or they want you to go to a different building, whatever it is. So they're going to make it a very uncomfortable work environment to get you to leave. Okay. Others of you, those of you guys who just got a new job or you started something new, is going to do very, very well for you. Okay. I feel like this new job, this new situation coming in, you're going to realize that all the other jobs that you had was for this one. Like all the lessons that you learned at your other job, this new job coming in is, you're going to be like, wow. A lot of you guys could have went through a survival situation when it comes to work. Like you just felt like you've been having just to survive all your life or whatever, or when it comes to work. But I feel like, those of you guys that are having a new situation coming in, it's because you have stopped putting work into something else. And now this new thing is going to be working out really well. Okay. Yeah, that's a side note. Okay. All right. Over here, you have prosperity lies ahead in reverse, Taurus energy. Okay. That's your card. With marriage in reverse, number 3. Some of you guys could be divorcing or separating someone here. Some of you guys should not. Some of you guys could be with somebody right now and you're thinking about committing to them or marrying them. You should not. This person is only here for the money or whatever you got to bring. And I feel like whatever you got to bring, you're not even going to have. God. Reverse the messages if you need to. This is somebody here who wants to get with you or wants to be with you or whatever, but they don't want to be with you. They only want to be with you for the security reasons. But whatever the security reasons are, it's like you're not going to have that. I feel like the universe is going to show you that somebody was only here for your money by making you lose out on money, and then they're going to leave you. And that's how you're going to know that somebody was only here for your money or stability. Because once you got no more money, no more stability, they no longer want to be with you or whatever. What is marriage in reverse and prosperity lies ahead in reverse? Taurus energy. Also, since you could have gone with this person, your money and stability could have been doing downward. And that was a sign for you to not collect $200, to not keep going with this person. You have the Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse with the Six of Wands. The universe wants you to know that your money has been failing or not doing well or being in a lack situation, because a lot of you guys got married to somebody or committed to somebody that only wanted you for your money, only wanted you for the things that you could provide. I feel like with the Six of Wands, you knew this. I feel like with the Six of Wands, you liked that it made you feel important, that you were able to provide for this person. Okay. King of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. This person is going to become an emotionally needy, overly sensitive person. They're going to want more than what they give. This person is going to hold a grudge onto you. Okay. But this is something from the beginning that you have to address, Taurus. From the beginning, you are not a save-a-hoe. You come with 50, I'ma come with 50, and together we make 100. You are not nobody's mat. You are not nobody's towel. And if you decided to be a mat, if you decided to be a towel, you got to hold yourself accountable for that. I did that too when I was 16. I did that too. I'm not coming at you nothing, but I had to learn. And you can't be mad at them. You got to be mad at yourself. Only you can do that. Only you. And it ain't them. It ain't them. So make sure that you're holding yourself accountable here, Tar. What's the 5 of coins? And the 5s are only temporary. So whatever lack, I mean, what's the 5 of coins? You have the 6 of coins in reverse. Fuck, Tar. You got yourself in a pickle. What do you want me to tell you? The Star. I'm going to tell you this and you're not going to like it, but this is what you need to hear. Your money and stability will do better, okay? But you're going to have to start from scratch. If you are married to this person or committed to this person and you guys have assets together and you live together, you're going to have to separate. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to be willing to throw some things out. I'm really seeing the Page of Pentacles. You have the Star here. So there is hope that you can get your money and stability back to par. But the only way that you could do that is by starting fresh, starting from scratch. And I know that that's not what you want to hear because you guys hold on to things, your valuables and stuff like that. But the universe is like, listen, you put yourself in a situation, you're going to have to take a risk to get out. And that's always how it is. That's why I said you got to hold yourself accountable, right? This person did not force you to be with them. You went with them and you knew that they weren't whatever, and you decided to help them. Okay, great. We love that. Great. Now, when shit hits the fan, you have to, you also have to understand when to leave. You didn't leave. You stayed too long. And now they sucked you dry or whatever. You got to hold yourself accountable for that. And the way that you do that is by looking at when you should have said no, when you said yes. So you don't repeat this. I don't feel like you're having fun over here. I don't. But I feel like if you start over, you're going to be successful. You don't want to, 4 of Cups. Like I said, Tar, you're going to have to hold yourself accountable. Like, people go through this. You're not the only one, man. What's the King of Pentacles in reverse? Either you learn this lesson or you repeat it with somebody. You want to lose more money in the future? Like I said, you're meant to be married and committed to somebody else. So come on now. What's the King of Pentacles in reverse? You have the Queen of Coins. Okay, good. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. I feel like you're going to figure out a way where it's like you are starting over, but not really. It's like you are starting over, but not really. It's like you're starting over, but not really. I don't know how else to say that. You're dropping a burden. It's like you're finding an easy way to start over. You're finding an easy way to start over. You're finding a less stressful way to start over. What's the King of Wands? The Fool. Yeah. And now you're more happy. Now you're more okay. Now you're okay. Now this other person, yeah, they're about to just say, okay, they're going to go somewhere else. They're going to go do their own life. They're going to say, fuck it, and just go live their own life. All right. What's the Queen of Cups in reverse? The King of Cups. All right. I thought this person did, I thought this person did love you. The King of Cups is here. The 9 of Swords. The Sun in reverse, the Page of Wands, the 10 of Coins in reverse, the Empress, the Page of Swords in reverse, the Strength card, the Death card, the 6 of Swords in reverse, the Moon, and the Judgment in reverse. Right? I had to clarify because they're a gold digger. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This person did love you or whatever, but This person was also not willing to do the necessary changes that it is that they have to be with an empress, which is you. You gotta stop saving these hoes. This person doesn't have to be a hoe. It's just a saying, guys, okay? I feel like you're the empress. But as the empress, you need to learn boundaries. You can't just allow everybody into your space. You need your energy is very selective. Okay? But you because you clung on to this person, it felt, this person did love you, Tar. They did. Okay, but this person was not able. Whenever Empress, doesn't matter, sex does not matter. You've done a lot of work to get to where you were at when it comes to your money and stability. You did a lot of work to get there. You healed a lot. Okay. And with the lovingness of your heart, you decided to, I'm gonna help you out because I have enough for me and you is fine. Time started going by. They're just chilling though. They're just chilling, not doing nothing. You're losing money. You're losing money because it's only you. It's only you. They are, it's been 10 years and you're still doing everything. You're still doing everything. Okay. Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like there was a communication thing. You didn't want to say anything, right? Because you're like, well, I started, and this is why I want to tell you, Tar. You can change your mind, lovey. It's okay. It's okay if 5 years in you're like, damn, you're depleting me. I don't think I could do this anymore. We should end this. It's okay for you to do that, but you didn't do that because of fear of what? You had all the right, Tar. I'm validating. You had all the right to tell this motherfucker, bye. Once you saw they weren't pulling their weight. It is not your responsibility. Of course, the kindness of your heart, you're helping somebody, right? But with the kindness of your heart, you also got to take care of yourself too, because now look at you. We have to understand that we can help others to a certain extent. That is it. If you helping somebody is drowning you, no. And it's okay for you to say no because you need you. I'm just telling y'all this so that you guys don't go towards this with the next person that's coming in because someone else knew was coming in. You know what I'm saying? And I want you guys to learn this because you guys do not like when your money is touched. You don't fuck with that. And it's like, and it's funny because money and love and Venus, you are ruled by Venus, is the planet of abundance, love, and money. Mostly love, but whatever. The Strength card is here. You need to learn how to hold back, Tar. Even if you know it's not going to make people happy. Even if you know it's going to make the environment a little uncomfortable for a while. It doesn't matter. The truth is always going to come to light. Because look it. If you would have addressed this 10 years ago, you wouldn't be where you were at right now. Because guess what? The truth, even though you decide to not say anything, it still happened. And not only did it happened in a worse way ever. Now you're not even with the person. Like things go 0 to 100 real quick. And I also want you to know you can't act like you know what's going to happen tomorrow because you don't. And the only way that you know that good thing that you are on the path is if you're choosing you first. And by you choosing you first, you should have been like, hey, it's been 2 years and you still haven't gotten a job. You're still not doing nothing. Like, I'm gonna need you to really step it up because I'm losing out. I'm touching into my savings. I can't keep doing this. Okay, you have to stand up for yourself, Tar. Because ain't nobody gonna do it. I mean, there probably are people, but you got to be your own best friend. You got to be your own cheerleader. You got to be your own father, your own mother first. Okay. But you're gonna be able to be fine. You're gonna find a way. You're gonna be able to find a way that I feel like it is still you starting over, but it's a way that you can start over and be comfortable. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Now it's time for your advice. Sorry for my fears. My fears getting so angry. I do something to my manager. Getting rid of that for abusing leave, and I'm working for free while this government shuts down all the leave is an excuse. Keep me talking about my daddy, and I'm very proud of myself for getting out of that situation. Happy for you, lady boss. And the shutdown is gonna get better. Okay, the shutdown is just that's out of your control. You know, it's very important that you guys should try to focus on working on what to do when things are out of your control. You know, you are so on point because they're making this such an unhappy environment when I used to love being there. Now during the shutdown, working for you, I'm starting to hate it. Maybe you always didn't like it, Lady Boss, and now you're just realizing it. Maybe you were trying to tell yourself that you liked it because, but now that shit's hitting the fan, you're like, actually, you know. Hey Slim. Thanks for following me on TikTok. All right, this is your advice, all right? What is poverty and what do you need to release? You have feeling the world, number 13. It literally goes to what Lady Boss was saying. You have to feel it. You have to feel all the emotions. You have to feel the upsetness of there being lack. You have to feel the upsetness of you having to change your perspective. You have to feel it. That's why I'm so honest and true and blunt, because if you're not addressing it, you're ignoring it. And when we ignore, it just piles up, and it's gonna come when in a time when you don't want it to anyway. You have close encounters. I feel like the universe is going to bring you a savior or something like that. Some type of assistance is gonna come here, okay? But I feel like the universe wants you to feel it all of it, okay? They want you to. This is a learning experience for you. Okay, they want you to feel what it feels like to be in lack. They want you to feel what it feels like to be dishonest with yourself. They want you to feel like what it feels like when you emotionally manipulate a situation or yourself, right? They want you to feel that so that you don't put yourself in this situation again. All right. What is lovers and work through your fears in reverse? You have call of the muse, number 31. All right. Yeah, I feel like you're listening. I feel like the universe is calling you to get away from this person, like drop this burden, and you're listening. Okay. I also feel like if you guys are working out or doing something to your body, you're looking real good. All right. Some of you guys could be dancers, or you could be changing your diet in some way. It's looking real. Your body's looking good. Okay. If you're not doing that, you need to get into health or change your diet. I also feel like something about your hair. I feel like it's growing or something, or you could be cutting it. If you're a man, you could be cutting it. If you're a girl, it could be growing. I don't know. And to me, I see number 8. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the universe wants you. It's like your life always revolves around lovers. It always revolves around somebody else. It's never about you. Can it be about you? The universe wants things to be about you now. And that's why this is all happening as well, because it's time for you to focus on you, for things to be about you and not about your lover, not about your romantic connection, not about your family, whoever the lovers is. It could be platonic as well, but it always gives me romantic. Okay. What is marriage in reverse and prosperity lies ahead in reverse? Somebody could be passing away of old age. A merry motive in reverse, number 20. This person's intentions were not good, bro. Because this person saw that you don't say nothing, you don't argue back, you don't question, you're not gonna say anything. You're too nice. You're not gonna take back what you said. You gotta work on it. You allow people to mistreat you when you give people the power to do so. This person saw that you were like, oh, you don't gotta work for a whole year. Okay, 2 year, 3 year, you don't gotta, and pay your swords in reverse. You did not say nothing to them. So they're gonna keep doing it. They're gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And that's what happened. They kept pushing. You didn't say nothing? Okay. I'ma still be here. I'ma still eating the cake. I'ma still be eating the cake. You're not saying nothing. You have awakening genius in reverse and the roses kiss in reverse. You You look at this person in disgust now, like disgust, and you feel stupid. Don't feel stupid. Don't feel dumb. Do not. Do not. You want to feel, if you want to feel like a loser over here, that's fine. But when it comes to love, I ain't gonna let you do that, because you are the planet of Venus. I ain't gonna let you do that. What I am gonna tell you is that you need to start loving on yourself, is what I'm gonna tell you. You're not stupid. You just you stop showing up for yourself. And that's what happens when we stop showing up for ourselves. We made choices that we don't even know what we're doing. When you stop showing up for yourself, you just stop showing up in general. You stopped showing up for this marriage, for this commitment a long time ago. You were just there. You were just a freaking, okay. But that could have also been something that you did to like numb. Maybe for some of y'all, you knew where this was going. But I really don't want you to feel like you're dumb or stupid, because you're not. Okay, you're not. I just feel like you have to learn how to love yourself, and don't ever feel stupid or dumb for opening your heart out to someone, giving someone unconditional love. Don't feel stupid or dumb about that. Just address it within yourself and make necessary changes. Like I said, next time, either 50-50 or nothing. And be patient. Don't just be with somebody, because don't just take the first person that comes into your freaking, energy. Be patient. If it's not that person, it'll be somebody else. Don't just grab the first person and then, okay. Time machine, exposed and revealed and shining through in reverse. There's going to be a delay when it comes to new love coming towards you, okay? Or a delay with new beginnings. But I feel like it's because the universe wants you to spend some time within yourself, okay? I feel like it was fated and destined for there to be some type of delay here, so that you can take a time and look in yourself, okay? I feel the universe wants you to be exposed. They want you to look at yourself, like be within yourself, really look at yourself, really look at how you feel about things. The universe could put you in a position where you're going to feel exposed and revealed, but that's on purpose, because the universe wants you, if you're not going to look at yourself, then someone got to look at you. Shit. Somebody got to figure out what's going on. And if you won't do it, then we'll have Kanisha do it, and Kanisha going to do it in front of the whole school. So either you heal behind closed doors, or we going to make you heal in front of everybody. Which one you want? Okay. It's kind of what it's giving. Because I feel like it's time for you to start realizing that you can start saying no, Tar. Like, I feel like this whole reading is just about saying no. And then you should have said no, and you said yes, and then and now you're realizing, damn, way back wander, I should have said no. Why the did I say yes? Exactly. Go back, figure it out, so you don't do it again. That's all. Life is all about cycles, and we just can't keep repeating them. Life is like a video game. Unless you pass the level, you will be repeating the same level over and over again. Unless you pass the level, you got to learn the lesson to move to the next energy. Okay, you got to learn this lesson so you can move on. All right, it's all that I have for you. I hope this helped. Have a good 50 minutes is 40, almost 50 minutes is crazy. It's crazy. That's such a long time. When I'm on live, it goes for, I talk way more when I'm on live than when I just be recording these. Thanks for being here, Sandra. If it's not for you, Sandra, it's not for you, girl. Like, that's all that I have for you. I hope this helped. Have a good day or a good night whenever you watch this, and stay positive.